hunts throughout the world for big fish. It's in his blood. Lost rivers, jungles, heavy seas, waters haunted by big fish. If you want small talk and small fish, then get lost. On Quest, we go big or go home. This is Quest for the One.
Ice floes as big as buildings lie toppled like Legos at the foot of Niagara Falls. An only hint at the power of these waters. Now I'm running down the Niagara River with Captain Dan Evans of Lone Wolf Charters out of Wilson, New York. And we see that the hazards,
another iceberg,
aren't limited to the towering falls.
Well, we're running down the Niagara River. We're about 7 miles below the famous Niagara Falls. If you do come here with a wife or on your honeymoon, try to put her at a day spa so you get a day off fishing with my buddy Dan here.
When it comes to the Niagara River and its untapped wealth of trout, there's no better guide than Danny Evans.
The temperature drop seemed like a little bit.
You need 4-pound test for the leader-shy Lakers, Browns, and Steelhead in this icy cold emerald water.
We're bouncing the bottom here with some pencil weights. About 14 feet. I got a nice fish on here. I can't tell if it's a big steelhead or a big brown. Yeah, these smarter, bigger fish probably know exactly where to go. That's where he's going. There he is. You got him, Danny? Sweet, nice. First fish of the cold day, we'll take it.
It's a nice female brown. Our average size for this area is 6-7 pounds. We're gonna let her get back into the river.
That definitely warms you up, man. Okay, let's move up.
The color of this water is from 60 tons of salts and rock flour being eaten away by the falls every minute. So enjoy Niagara while you can. In 50,000 years, she'll be gone.
Hors d'oeuvre? Good color in dirty water. There you go.
These are salmon eggs from the fall run of Kings that I've frozen, stored. In my left hand here, I got eggs that I've cured. My right, they're just a la naturel. Some days they want it with a little extra scent. Some days they want just the real thing.
Seeing the Niagara today, it's hard to imagine that these banks were once the scenes of bloody battles in 2 centuries. From the French and Indian War to the War of 1812.
Oh, there we are.
You got one?
Yep.
All right.
Feels like a pretty good fish.
Oh, all right, let me come back and help you. That is a good fish.
Nice steelhead.
Okay, there he is.
Ready, Trev?
Yep, good fish.
All right, here we go.
Ready? Oh, nice steelhead, Dan. There's a bite.
Hooked up?
Yep, hooked up.
Nice.
Listen, the bite might be on a little bit now.
Take advantage of it while we can.
Okay, got a little color. Never get cold when you got a fish hooked up. We just got a little fighting for the super cold water.
The major battles fought today on the Niagara are with a trophy steelhead that were introduced back in the 19th century. The power of the Niagara is a resource that both the United States and Canada have shared for half a century.
This is Devil's Hole. This is as far up in a boat as you can make it.
This is as far as we can go?
That's as far up as we can go.
And you start hitting the class 5, 6 rapids?
Yeah, that's the Robert Moses Power Plant. That was built in the late 50s. It takes power coming from the upper river that would typically fall down over the Niagara Falls. It routes it over through some underground tunnels, down through the turbines, generating power.
On the left side, we got another power plant.
When they're running power, they're sucking about 60% of the Niagara Falls' actual flow capacity.
That's a lot of water, 60%.
Right.
Well, I want to fish this.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you.
We got a nice pea green water up here above the power plants. The majority of the water is coming down through those plants, out through the discharge. It's getting churned up. It's got that silt in it. Seeing that dirtier, chalked up water we saw downstream. Getting up above it, this is just the clean water coming down from the falls. We call this Erie green, coming from Lake Erie.
That Erie green, turning the turbines in the hydroelectric power plants, can produce up to 4.5 billion watts of energy.
Fish. Finally a hit in the icy cold waters of Niagara Falls. As my rod plummeted down to the icy depths of the waters. Hey, there's the one.
Okay, so you want to go fishing, but you got nothing to fish with, right? Wrong. Hey pal, all you have to do is log on for a chance to win. How about a Tracker Pro 175 TXW with a boatload of Daiwa tackle, or Toro Time Master 30-inch lawnmower, even a trip to the 5-star Panama Big Game Fishing Club. So now it's time to catch your big one. Don't mess this up. BassPro.com/quest. Get your kid to help you log on.
Niagara Falls, its erosion turning the Niagara River green.
There we are.
Lunker steelhead.
There's a bite.
And the challenge of 4-pound test.
Fish. A little chunker.
Chunky monkey.
Now let's get it right back. There you go.
The steelhead and the Niagara are a naturally reproducing population. And each winter, the bucks and hens fight their way up these small muddy creeks to dig their redds, lay their eggs, and spread their melt.
So this is dirty enough that possibly it won't be as spooky seeing us. Like using these little trees for cover. Still see my floater just fine.
The challenge of hiking up these muddy spawning creeks isn't only tangled brush and risky crossings.
Gravel, gravel. Make sure we're not jumping into holes.
And there's also the very real likelihood that the steelhead have more important things in their trout-sized minds than feeding.
Steelhead right here. He's right down the middle end of that pool.
Then again, not even steelhead live on love alone.
Nothing like watching her eat it.
Should've brought my gill net.
Yep. Took it right off. Just a little steelhead. Certainly not the one. Cool nonetheless to see a fish like this come up and eat. Might get her back in here.
To find the one, we head back out onto the Niagara River. At times, 3/4 of the Niagara's flow is sent through the hydroelectric turbines. But by international treaty between U.S. and Canada, a flow of water must be maintained over the falls to preserve their natural beauty. And today, there's more flow over the waterfalls and less through the power plants, creating much swifter water for us to fish at Devil's Hole.
Fish. Dude, you gotta work that motor to the left.
I'm on it, buddy.
Thank you, Dan. Ain't big, but it's a real strong current. You drop down to that 4 6-pound class tippet from these rocks. Makes it fun, doesn't it? Getting this deeper water, they're releasing so much water over the falls today. The current is just ripping.
Need me to bump you forward?
Just one quick bump. Come over here to you. There he is.
Any trout under these conditions is a trophy, but we're not done hunting for the one.
How's he feel, man?
Good.
Very thin tippet. Take your time.
Sunlight's got them a little more active. That fish hit hard, real hard.
Bring him over. There he is. That's a good fish. Hold on. Nope. Take your time, man.
This current's just holding down, you know. Just got some spunk.
Wow, nice steely. Into that. Yes. Nice
Beautiful
job,
colors.
Danny. All right, push me over the current, out of this current a little bit, man. Oh, geez, she just got out of the net. I'm sorry. Sucker! Sucker!
There we go.
Nice, man, nice.
Real lethargic head shake, but this fish is dogging now. Just gotta keep an eye out for that section of boulders there.
In the end, it's the one we don't expect that fulfills the quest.
Yep, right here. Big laker.
Holy
Come on, Trev,
Moses. Come on, bro. Oh. Hey, here's the one. Come here, man.
Buddy.
Super skin.
Barely fit in the net.
What a great fish ring. You get a huge steelhead, huge brown trout, and huge lake, all in one strip.
Beautiful laker.
Emerald River, silverfish, and not far away, the thundering of great waters.
Look at the size of this thing, Trev.
Oh, no.
Toro, offering you the selection and service you deserve. Toro, count on it.
It's a 45-minute run to Block Island with a 28-foot contender at full throttle.
Landed giants, baby. Block Island. Here we go.
Kenny and JT are hanging on for the ride as I go to afterburners on the twin Yamas.
Cruising at 50 miles an hour in this contender.
Block Island.
Right now?
Yup.
But it's what lies beneath that matters.
All right, so we're on the hump on this big rock field.
Yup.
And we got about 100 yards of rocks that run into 60 feet.
The first step for stripers, laying out a chum slick.
Can you get those hors d'oeuvres out, would you?
Working on it, buddy.
That's Captain Ken Zwerko, old friend and wizard New England striper guide.
We gotta cut a lot of bait to get these fish going. We wanna get them in our slick.
This is the reason for so many sleepless nights.
Nice pokey. Get them out.
To haul up over 300 fresh pogies needed for a day of stripers.
Down he goes.
He's headed down to bounce the bottom with a change of tides. Now all the hard work pays off.
Well, I got a bite. There we go.
How's it feel, Trev?
Feels pretty good, man. Come on, big guy. Oh, there he is, right on the
There he
surface
is.
there.
Look at that thing boil right out there.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Well, you know, he's not. That's a good fish.
Look at the girth on that thing.
Big girth.
Dude, this is a nice fish.
Any bass over 30 pounds is a great fish,
Well, you can feel the weight now on this guy.
but we're after the one.
There's a good striper.
Good. Great. We're still looking for the best. It ultimately takes a solid cloud of pogie chum in the water to make it rain stripers. For Kenny and me, it's always a non-stop head-to-head battle for the biggest striped bass. No quarter given, but that's what friends are for.
This is a heavy fish.
All right, Kenny's on. How do you like that line?
I like it.
Diamond braid, man.
Well, I like it even more when I land this fish.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that thing.
Holy moly.
Dude, he's a 40.
Look at the size of this guy.
What are you talking about, buddy?
Woo! Nice, man.
That is a man-sized striper indeed. Not that I am going to let Kenny know that, though.
39 pounds.
Yeah, you're on crack. Dude, I'm 6'4".
39 pounds.
I'm 6'4", and the thing's from the chest down. 45 pounds.
Okay, it's closer to 50.
46 pounds.
Okay.
You know something? You're kicking my ass. You know? But I still got a shot. Still got some time to get you, bro.
Look at the size of this thing, Trev.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you want to go fishing, but you got nothing to fish with, right? Wrong. Hey pal, all you have to do is log on for a chance to win. How about a Tracker Pro 175 TXW with a boatload of Daiwa tackle, or Toro Time Master 30-inch lawnmower, even a trip to the 5-star Panama Big Game Fishing Club. So now it's time to catch your big one. Don't mess this up. BassPro.com/quest. Get your kid to help you log on.
We're on a supersonic run for New England striped bass. And twin Yamahas are rocketing the contender through the rough seas like a blowtorch through butter. We worked all night to haul in nets full of fresh pogies for bait.
Yummy. Chum.
How fresh?
You want to eat some, Trev? It's good luck.
Ready?
This fresh.
Oh, there we go, Trev.
New England style sushi. It actually tastes pretty good. So imagine what stripers think of it. It's prime striper time during the last hour of the outgoing and first hour of the incoming tides. And we find the stripers almost at once. A good fish in anybody's book. But still, not the one. Now it's Kenny's turn to see if he can outdo me.
Love that sound.
Sweet sound, Kenny.
Music.
And he may have the angels on his side.
He hasn't stopped yet. That's a good fish.
Sweet.
The fish is turning the boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's a nice fish.
Nice. That's a nice rough water fish.
Yes, it is.
For striped bass, chumming with fresh pogies never ends.
JT's got a great slick work in here with these fresh pogies. Real important, that fresh bait. He's got the tough job in the boat. We're kind of spoiled today, are we?
Yep. Yes, we are.
Thanks, JT.
No problem, guys. Trev, you see that slime?
Real good slime, Kenny.
Look how nice and slimy that bait is. I can't tell you how important that is. That's like one of the most important things, that fresh bait.
Definitely.
Big fish is gonna suck it down. It's not gonna sense anything wrong with it. One shot, bang, it's in the gut and you're done. If this bait was dried out, all you'd feel is a double bump. Bang, bang, they're spitting it out. You know, that bait gets dry. If you're not taking care of that bait, you're just not gonna catch big fish.
And big fish are why we're here. Giant stripers are fundamentally lazy and let the change of tides bring them their food. So we bottom bounce our fresh baits out to them,
Down they go.
a few feet at a time.
I would say that anchoring up and chunking is a lot of work. And it's not the most exciting thing to do, but when you hook onto a 50-pounder, it is.
There you go, Trev. That's it. That looks like a real good fish, man.
Now I get to hear that celestial music. And no question about it, big run, big fish.
like this, man. Come on, big man. Here, dude, hold the rod. Let me get him in. Now we're talking. There he comes. All right, now that's what we're talking about. Man, oh man. Oh, Kenny. Look at that. That's a girth. Holy Moses. This guy's stuffed.
He's heavy, man.
Let me see.
He's almost 50 pounds.
50-pound fish.
He's a 50-pound fish.
Yeah.
Fish of a lifetime.
And then some. That's the one.
A fish and a friend of a lifetime.